keep searching for your trace in the dark, losing myself in the endless memories of the end right from the start. You're an obsession in my head, I can't forget your eyes. Your kisses burn my skin, I feel so empty inside. want to mislead. This is all you need. Be your everything, yeah, I'll be your everything. Still too soon to feel. Please just say it's real. More than just a real, not just in it for the thrill. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my body, babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my body, babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love, I'm in it for the love, I'm in it for the love, I'm in it for the love.
Hi! Amazing day, everyone. Trust that all is well and doing great even during this time of the pandemic. Good afternoon to each and everyone who is here with me today at Zoom, YouTube, and Facebook. I am not just sure if we are also live in LinkedIn. Anyway, may I know if you hear me okay before I continue talking? Can you type on the chat box or comment section? Yes, if you hear me okay. Anyone? Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you for those who are in Zoom right now. They said yes. And yes, good afternoon from Ray. I also want to request everyone to type on the comment boxes your location right now while I give some introduction for today. For those who are in Zoom, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right now to get a better view of the video since it is kind of blurry, but maintain your Zoom meeting so you can still participate with the photo opportunity later. Same goes with the people from YouTube and Facebook. I believe there is a link for Zoom where you can also log in later for the photo opportunity after the question and answer portion. Okay, let me share my screen. All right. Again, amazing morning afternoon to everyone. Today's webinar is entitled Startup and Small Business, Learn and Earn During Quarantine. It is actually an introduction to a full course that I conduct with Limitless Power Coach, which is entitled How to Plan and Start a Business, which is a one-day online training that is scheduled on October 10. It is a Saturday. I will give you the details later. Okay, I see. Let me see. Anyone? May I know your location? No one has sent their answers yet. May I know where you are watching this webinar from? Anyone? Please write on the chat box. From Caloocan. Thank you for tuning in, Christine. From Iloilo, Miss Sunshine, May Marquez. Quezon Province, Jason, Cavite. Where else? Manila. Okay, where else? Naga City. Okay, very good. Thank you for answering. Moving on, let me give you some reminder about our webinar today. I highly suggest that you participate using the chat or comment boxes on your screen. If you have any questions, try to write it on a piece of paper or on your computer or mobile phones, notepads, and we will have a question and answer portion on the latter part of our session. I'd be willing to answer all of those whenever the time permits. We also have people from Baguio. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. Okay, before I start introducing myself, can you also type your answer to my question? Do you have an existing business already? Yes or no? Only a yes or no. Yes, okay. Who else? No. All right, most of you answered no. Okay. If you answer yes, I know you are here perhaps to get some tips or maybe to affirm what you already know. And for those who answered no, well, maybe you are here because you are planning to start a business soon or maybe in the future. So I hope this webinar helps. Okay, thank you for those who answered. Most of you are still no. Okay, it's just my way to assess my audience right now. All right. Moving forward, I am RCee. I'm a graduate of AB Psychology at De La Salle University and I in Business Administration at Ateneo Graduate School of Business. I am a mompreneur, mommy entrepreneur. I am Tres Marias and a Prince. I of my kid's dad, where we started with one branch and grew into supplies. When I stepped the organizational structure and trained people from ground up. With the demand for recruitment, I founded a manpower contracting and subcontracting in 2014. Right now, we have production, janitorial services, HR, accounting, online or digital marketing, among others. So if companies don't want to directly hire staff or personnel, they get our services as we also materials needed for the task at hand. In 2016, knowing that employees would not only need technical skills training, I founded Limitless Power Coach Training and Consultancy. Initially, it is for our existing employee self-development, but eventually, it already catered other corporations and businesses with soft skills training, management consulting, and events management. Limitless Power Coach offers also marketing provision for we have hundreds of thousands in our database, which may help your company advertise your products or services. We also partner with speakers who want to get audience modules or training. Power Coach is a limitless platform for such as the name implies. And also, I produce an event yearly called Philippine Leaders Conference, which we have held in Clark Marriott Hotel 2 years in a row already. It will now be virtual online event because of the pandemic. So for those of you who already have a business or is starting one, perhaps you want to get your services or products out there through us. In addition, on my family side, I am a managing director of TRNOGR Corporation. It's an acronym of our family's names where the last R is my name as I am the youngest in the family. Our first restaurant among other businesses started in 1997, named after my mother, called Tess's Restaurant Events and Catering Services. It is in Tarlac City, just in front of SM Tarlac. Due to COVID, we can't maximize the 300 seating capacity of the whole place. Still under TRNOGR Corporation is the business name and style of Dampasa Tarlac and also Dampasa Pangasinan. Spirit is hardwired since I was young. Different clients in different industries also through our sister company, which is World of Work. I consider myself a business-minded person since I was in grade 1, where I actually started doing buy and sell with the chocolates that my godmother gave me, and the rest is history. So, basically, we will be discussing the following this afternoon. 7 advices to start your business in 2020 or perhaps early 2021 because on the last quarter of the year. Ang bilis, no? Which, by the way, is research and facts from existing businesses globally. But most importantly, it is also based on my observation with our local businesses and with the entrepreneurial experiences by yours truly, which, by the way, is never ending to develop and grow. Another topic is how small business are succeeding during COVID-19 quarantine and lessons for startup while in quarantine. Okay. I would just like to get that introduction out of the way, and now let's get into the real topic for today. So the first step most entrepreneurs and business people would agree on is in not only investing to your business, or it is actually investing in you. Learn new things every day. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, why should anybody be willing to invest? People usually invest in people, not ideas. Do you agree? Well, I believe this is true most of the time. So you have to keep learning, keep growing, and keep working on your mindset. When it comes to mindset, you don't just have the mindset, no, but you work on your mindset or belief system all the time. I remember when I was starting World of Work and Limitless Power Coach, I tried onboarding investors, and I realized that people who were close to me and believed in me were the ones who easily invested, even though I did not intended to onboard them because of the financials. I just tried to test if I was investable. I'm just happy that I know there were people who believed in me and return. Just this year, I think I already gave back their investments with interest, of course. Second is embrace the fear. The fear to take the leap. We all know that courage is not the absence of fear. It is having the fear and being able to go with the task or idea nonetheless. Fear is something that lives in the brain. Nasa isip lang natin. It is there to keep you safe. But as entrepreneurs, we can think, we can do the business plan, we can do anything. Although our brain can only get us to the edge of the cliff, but it will never allow us to jump. So in order to be able to take that leap of faith, you have to depend on something else other than your brain. Which is what? Sige nga, type it on the chat box if you have an idea. Besides your brain, what do you need to take that leap of faith? Let me see your answers on the chat box. Faith, courage, what else? Help, okay, what else? Action, okay, what else? What else? So this one, courage, faith, help, action. What's the summary of this? Or if you will collate everything. Brain and what? Diba? Confidence and competence. Ano pa? Ano ba kasama lagi ng brain? For those who are seeing me, love. Your heart, right? Diba? You should use your heart to take that leap of faith, no? Let me tell you that fear is uncomfortable, no? We don't like it. But the second you are comfortable, you are not growing. Ask my team. We always innovate. We always make sure we get better at our systems and processes. It is never the same. We are never stale, especially now that there was a pandemic like this. We had to shift from face-to-face conferences or seminars to online. We all need to learn to be digital, and we have to learn it fast. No? Tinake namin yung leap of faith na yon, no? So besides sa ginagamit namin yung brain namin and all that, meron din sa puso, no? With that courage. And ayun, yung sometimes we worry, pero dahil gusto namin yung ginagawa namin, mahal namin yung ginagawa namin, we still do it. Okay? That is something I remind myself every day. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Do you think I am comfortable talking to you right now? No. But I have to do it because this is our business and I have to represent and I have to get used to it. I have to overcome my shyness for being introvert. No? Sa mga introvert dyan, you would attest na you don't like talking to many people. And that's what I tell my team. We are overcomers. No? Entrepreneurs take the lead and they are overcomers. Third tip is to change the game. That are different than industry peers. We need to find what other entrepreneurs call off the grind revenue or new spaces where there is no to very little competition. Take a look at people nearby in the industry. What are they doing and what are they changing? The next point is to look at industries other than yours and how they are innovating and changing the game. Through that, there is what we call open world, which is truly an open form of creative thinking wherein you are combining the first two business models. Just like Netflix, no? Who of you here watches Netflix? Type me if you do. Thank you for those who are participating, huh? Christine said she is watching Netflix. Ray also. Jason, okay. Or who of you here have YouTube? If you are in YouTube, click the like button if you are now here with us in YouTube so that more people will benefit from this webinar, because as we know, YouTube has analytics, and the more likes and comments, the more this video will be available for those who needs it. And again, there is a link in Zoom and Facebook to those who are watching in YouTube channel. Click it and subscribe now. Now, going back to Netflix, Netflix is a perfect example. When they were competing with Blockbuster, no, as a rental service, they were merely growing. But then they disrupted an entire industry and themselves, building a whole new business model, which is streaming. This allowed them to scale, changing the way series and movies are produced. Fourth is what? Showing the world what you are doing. Half of our success is what you do, and the other half is how you are hosting about what you do. O diba, kanina pa ako nagpa-plug at saka nag-advertise about our company. This is especially when it is a tough market and there are a lot of competitors. Do a lot of PR. Go out there on stages. Well, of course, after the pandemic, no, online stages muna tayo. Write thought leadership pieces. Prove to the world that what you are doing is making a difference. Internally, you need to get yourself and your business in shape, because if anyone comes to talk to you, they are going to be looking at your numbers. Fifth tip is covering yourself. Umiikot lang. Alam yan ng team ko, I get salary from the businesses I manage, but sometimes due to convenience, I do reimbursements. Kung baga, abunuhan ko muna. No? The point is, I make sure I separate my personal money and business money. That way, you know if you are still financially positive and see the real picture of your cash flow. The most important investment that you're gonna do is on yourself. Employees and the team will come and leave. You can't hold them. No holds bar, right? At the end of the day, it's your idea, it's your liability. So first, find a way to sustain yourself. Sixth is leverage on your network to find partners. But it is crucial that you look at who seems to care about what you are doing. No? Kasi yung iba, nakiki-partner lang, pero they don't care about your business, your vision and mission. So it's very crucial that you look at who seems to care about what you are doing. You have to throw yourself out there. In order to secure collaborations with a partner, you need to leverage your network, find a personal contact with them, or find someone who can introduce you to them that will give you an unquestionable advantage and increase your chances of starting the conversation with them. We at Limitless Power Coach is open for collaboration and partnership with other training agencies and speakers. We are doing it already right now. It is not a threat because I believe in healthy collaborations and alliances. If you have a mindset as an entrepreneur, this will never be a problem. You all have the same mission anyway, right? To get your message across to as much as people or audience in the world. So why not be that catalyst? Last but not the least, of the 7 tips, look for the light. No? Even in the darkest moments and the darkest corners of the world, we can still find some light. Live a loving life. No? Sabi nga dun sa chat kanina, love. Always look for the light, no? For that light, because it leads you to more light. You know, when we were starting with our online training and webinars, our YouTube channel only had less than 10 subscribers. Now that we are already 3 months running online, I'm proud to say that we are almost 1,000 subscribers. I am proud of it because the team did not give up and we took it as a challenge. Every morning, I would give them heads up, like telling them, wow, 15 subscribers na, 985 na lang. The point is, look at the end of the tunnel. No? Where are you headed? Where is the light? Focus on that, and for all you know, your brain, your thoughts will get creative and give you answers or leads you to the way going to that light. The light is our goal, okay? Baka ibang light yung iniisip nyo, wag mo na kayong pupunta doon. Kidding aside, remember that whenever you are, wherever you are and whatever you do, there is always an opportunity to find some light. No? Create an initiative and light the way for others. Okay. Well, that's just my first agenda. Now, before I move on to the second agenda, which is how small business are succeeding during COVID-19 quarantine, kindly let me know. If you are still with me by typing on the chat box, I am awesome. I am awesome. Let me see on the chat box. Right. Okay. Thank you, Andrew, Ray, and Christine. Ray is very fast in answering. Huh? Thank you, Ray. Okay, moving on. I say we can all agree that social distancing is necessary for health of our communities, but it's been catastrophic for many small businesses, person activities to thrive. From restaurants to gift shops to cleaning services, businesses have had to completely upend their normal strategies to figure out how to survive. I have collated a research and interview by Dr. Elizabeth Segran of Fast Company from Cambridge, where it is related to a variety of small businesses around the world to find out what they're doing to get through this uncharted territory. The main takeaway from all of them is flexibility. Things are not business as usual, and everyone is getting creative to make things work. Here are a few strategies that resourceful small businesses are trying during social distancing. First is expanding your market. In some cases, your existing clientele just won't be able to make use of your products or services. For example, cleaning service for home services had to find new clients because their regular customers understandably didn't want people coming into their home. Instead, they began offering sterilization and disinfection services for entrances of buildings that were still in use. The demand isn't as high as normal, but it allows them to continue operating during the unprecedented period. Similarly, many local distilleries have shifted to making hand sanitizers. Some are giving it away for free, which serve as a great marketing strategy to increase loyalty down the road. Others, are selling sanitizer in order to keep their business operating during the crisis. It's going so well that they are actually selling out. Second is consider new ways to deliver your products or service. Many dine-in restaurants, for example, and bars are offering online ordering and curbside pickup. But other businesses need something more personal. When your business model involves people coming in to browse or interact with you, you need to figure out how to make that happen virtually. There is a gift shop offering personalized recommendations for gifts. People don't come in knowing what they want. They browse and they rely on the owner to point them in the right direction. And with social distancing in full swing, that businesswoman now has customers who completes a Google form mimicking the kind of questions she'd ask when a customer walks in or calls her. From there, she can work with the customer virtually to find the perfect gift. Di ba? Ngayon nga, meron ng Facebook Live no, na nagbebenta. Minsan, sinusukat in front of the camera. And even using TikTok no, to sell products from boutiques or gift shops. Necker's Toyland, a toy store in Simsbury, Connecticut, that's been in business since 1948, also had to get creative. They're offering a FaceTime browsing option. No? If you know FaceTime, yung sa iPhones and iPads. Virtually walking kids around the store so they can pick out something that that will keep them busy during quarantine. Then they're offering curbside pickup or delivery to nearby towns. Service-oriented businesses are doing something similar. No, McAllister Training in San Luis Obispo, California, like many fitness studios, has taken its classes virtual. They've also taken the opportunity to expand their market, offering classes for kids who are at home with some energy to burn. I myself locally have had experience exercising via Zoom. We are doing HIIT workout together online. And also Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California is offering online tours of the historic and strange landmarks since tourism had been greatly affected by the pandemic. No? By offering your services online, you retain existing customers during social distancing while also potentially opening your market to people outside of your geographic area. Now, of course, if you are not digitally savvy, you may start learning now. There are a lot of tools and tutorial videos online for free. Sabi nga natin kanina no, sa first agenda, invest on yourself. Learn new skills. But if all things fail or you feel like it is not yet time for you to do that because you have to do the different aspect of the business, you can always look for an outsource. Our sister company, World of Work, can help you with that. We can build websites or social media platforms for you and manage it for you. We are also offering trainings related to virtual assistants, technical training, social media, dashboard development using Google's data analytics and the like. Third is partner with other businesses. Some struggling businesses like MetroBiz Restaurant in suburban Connecticut are partnering with other less affected businesses. MetroBiz has been selling prepared meals at the local grocery store to make up for the lack of business in-house. This partnership gives them a way to safely serve their customers. At the same time, some struggling businesses are teaming up with each other. City Home, a home decor and design business out of Portland, Oregon, has partnered with a local florist to offer an incentive to customers. 3 City Home customers will receive a surprise bouquet from local florist, Oldstown Florist, with their delivery. So for City Home, the promotion serves as an incentive to purchase. But Old Town Florist benefits too. It's a new marketing channel targeting customers who have a vested interest in home decor and would be likely to purchase flowers to brighten a room. Or locally, we as a team had been partnering with different training agencies and speakers. Also, those companies who want to send their employees for training may make an X deal with us, like advertise their company or their products and services in exchange of sending out their employees for training. Or perhaps you have a relative or friend who can do the marketing for you, no? Yung social media, using social media. Lalo na marami na ngayon na lay off or perhaps walang schedule, no? Na wala ng trabaho. So you can help them by engaging them to your your business right now. Fourth is stay connected with your customers. Your customers may not be buying from you right now, but you'll need them more than ever once things settle down and they can come back to you in person. That's why it is so important to stay connected through virtual channels. Here are a few ways to make that happen. First, you can send an email. Email your customers to let them know how they can get your products or services during this time. Are you doing curbside pickup, offering virtual consults? We, for example, at Limitless Power Coach have had helped some organizations in doing email blasting for their events and give them a lot of registrations. Second, update your website. Of course, an email will only reach the people whose contact information you have. For everyone else, you need to update your website or perhaps your social media platforms like Facebook page, IG or Instagram, LinkedIn or LinkedIn page, TikTok if you have, or Twitter. Folks who come to your website need to know what you are or aren't offering. If you're still operating in some way, make that clear front and center on your homepage so you don't miss out on potential business. If you're completely out of commission, let people know why by showing that you're prioritizing the safety of your employees and community. People might be more likely to support you when things settle down. Like, for example, we don't do face to face training or events as of the moment, and it is written on our website at www.limitlesspowercoach.com. But the public training tab is still there, and it is indicated that we shifted to online training for now. Third one is ask for ideas. No one knows better what your customers want than your customers themselves, diba? Everyone is dealing with social distancing differently, so it can benefit you to just ask, what do folks want from your business right now? Liz Morrow, a creative interior designer out of Tacoma, Washington, took to Instagram to ask people what they'd like her help with. So letting your customers guide your crisis strategy ensures that you're providing products and services people want. Plus, it allows you to continue to market and connect with your customers even when they're not coming into your store. Just like with us, most of the people who attend our free webinars ask if we give out e-certificates. So now we have a donation fund drive for COVID-19, which will give a win-win situation for those who wants to get e-certificates. This will also help us provide more free webinars in the future. So if you are interested to get e-certificates from this webinar or other previous webinars we have on YouTube channel, just contact the admin. Last but not the least, invest now in your business future. While business is slow right now, you can use the time to figure out what you can streamline for when your business is back in action. For starters, identify what processes you can automate. If you're not sure where to start, there are a few kinds of tasks that are ripe for automation, like tasks you have to do frequently or on schedule. No? Sa Facebook namin, we are doing scheduling already with our posts. And tasks that involve moving information between apps. This, for example, is continuously being improved in our team. We cut hours or days from the improvements we have put in place. Another are boring tasks that don't require higher order thinking. You can automate this, automate answers to our Facebook page, like questions, how do I register? How do I get a Zoom account? Or where can I watch your previous webinars? Another thing that is ripe for automation are tasks that take you away from what you really want to be doing. And automating your processes will help you now if you're short staffed, but it'll also pay dividends in the long run. George Contos, co-founder and CEO of Marshmallow Streaming, found a bottleneck in his business when managing customers across multiple applications, including Salesforce, QuickBooks, these are apps, no, and Google Drive. He decided to use the slow period to automate some of those tasks. So perhaps sa mga businesses ninyo, yung mga may mga business na, you can start automating some of your processes. And by investing in this effort during this slowdown period, they have positioned themselves to be more successful and efficient when business picks back up. Another way to invest now for future gains is through your content marketing. Creating high quality content is something you can do by yourself on your own schedule right now. You can send it to your email list and post it on social, keeping your customers engaged during social distancing. But it will also serve you in the long run, especially if you keep SEO, no, search engine optimization, in mind. Corey Bethog, an author and master maker, got creative with her content marketing. She created a free coloring page, no, free coloring page that people could print out and color during quarantine. Because folks are spending more time online during social distancing, now is a great time to offer this kind of content. It's a marketing channel for you and a benefit to your fans and potential customers. This is an unprecedented time for small businesses, and there's no one size fits all solution. So try some of the strategies I have stated, and don't forget that there are small business relief programs available from commercial banks, rural banks, or government agencies that you can check if it helps you or your business. These free webinars, for example, is our company's way on preparing for future. Before, we only had clients in Central Luzon and nearby provinces, but now it is already from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and perhaps internationally soon. Now, we go to our last agenda. Lessons for startups while in quarantine, but before I do so, can you type on the chat box, I am amazing? So I know you're still with me. I am amazing. Okay, thank you, Christine, Junray, and Sunshine. They are the first one to answer. To type, I am amazing. Okay, really growing your business in time of crisis can be intimidating. No? Startup Without Borders team, no, asked their guests at the quarantine session to give aspiring entrepreneurs advice on establishing strong business and navigating challenging times. Here are 5 remarkable startup lessons we heard, no, from this quarantine session that Startup Without Borders team conducted. A lot of small businesses, entrepreneurs, and startups have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and its global spread. As half of the world's population found itself in lockdown, SBW team took to social media to launch the quarantine sessions, a series of webinars covering different topics related to building a business. Here's a recap of their inspiring pieces of advice. The first question entrepreneurs should ask themselves is, when your dream customer comes to you, what's the feeling you want to leave them with? Why should someone give their time to you, their attention, trust, and money? As we are still adapting to the new human-driven economies, this is the perfect time to build the bridge between our customers and the corporate we're representing. Instead of pushing in our new products, services, and updates, we should take this time as an opportunity to understand the pain that our customers are feeling and how we could relieve it the best way possible. When it comes to business, it's directed back to the customer loyalty that you have and how you can strengthen it. We need to stop thinking from our perspective and to start thinking from the perspective of the person we're serving. Just like with Power Coach, there were clients who wanted learnings from us because they are preparing for their future promotion after this pandemic ends. And some of the clients are also on their way to employment. And one concrete example was 2 weeks ago. There was someone who bought a digital product from us, like a recorded version of the online training. And she said she wanted to watch it at her own time because she will be having an interview. And by the time we were supposed to give her the e-certificate, she insinuated that she was busy, perhaps because she already got employed. The training may directly or indirectly helped her, no, in giving her the confidence to overcome that interview. We have related stories like this, which fuels the team to do better. Okay, second lesson is to be open. No? Be open. Don't be scared of talking to people about your idea and your goal, and be as collaborative as possible. Even though entrepreneurship is like a race, the faster you get there, the better. You will not be able to make it on your own. Enthusiasm alone does not ensure a successful path, but enthusiasm combined with determination and collaborative work could take you to the next level. My team, for example, have been moving and learning fast digitally since not all of us are prepared for this. I am proud of them. They have helped me and the company by stepping up and sharpening their tools during this time of uncertainty. Sometimes they had to sleep late or wake up early really early, just to go about our tasks. They also make sure that all partners and clients are well taken care of, even after sales. We maintain open communication with our stakeholders, you included, of course. Third lesson, if you want to be in the game after this pandemic passes, you have to transform your business now. No? Now, understand what you need to transform, then determine what's the goal of that transformation. Transforming your business is not about changing your field work or changing your product and service. It's about utilizing your resources to achieve a better outcome. Take note that adaptability is the key to service on a market that's unstable, uncertain, and unclear. Understand that with a clear vision, the effect of these terms on predicting the change that your business needs to do is important. If you are rigid and you are strict with one approach, you will not be able to deal with this unclarity about the market. We are not changing our business. We just need to tweak it to adopt. Okay. Fourth lesson, define your and the community's needs. Don't take the next step based on your personal desire. If you have an idea that's related to the problem we are facing today, start now. But if you have something that's not related to the problem we are facing today, don't do it. No? Dun sa mga gustong mag-start ng business, keep this in mind. People either want something or need something. What we need is basic necessities for living, like shelter, food, paying the bills. However, desire is everything we don't need to live, which is 80% of the things we want. On the quarantine session, they shared 5 decisions that lead to business success, from self-evaluation, creating a team, all the way to obtaining investments. It is good to take note that entrepreneurs should rule with head. Don't rule with your emotions. Minsan kasi pride and ego gets in the way kaya hindi tayo makadecide ng tama. Or dahil na in love na tayo sa idea natin or gusto nating gawin or yung gusto nating gawin sa business, no, na hindi na natin kinonsider or wini-weigh in, no, yung dapat or importanteng gawin for now, no? For now. Kasi yung iba hindi magwo-work for now, no? Kaya ang kailangan mo natin gawin yung magwo-work for now during this time of uncertainty. As for trainings or self-development like this, do you think it is a need or a want? Let me know on the comment section. Like webinars like this or online trainings like what we're doing, do you think it is a need or a want? I'm just curious with your answers. Christine said need. Huh? Need. Okay, most of you said need. Ray said need and want. So I guess even if it is a need or want, me and my team is still confident that this is something that we and our community needs, and not just my personal desire, since you are here with us today, and we thank you for that. All right, that brings me to the fifth lesson, which is the last slide before Q&A. So please prepare your questions so we can start answering right away after this. Fifth is, do your research on your industry, but stay focused on your goal and honor your values, no, your values, ano yung binavalue nyo, or shared values nyo sa company nyo if you have any, all while staying completely adaptable and flexible. Now you have the vision of what you want to do and what you want to transform to, but while launching your business, you absolutely have to be able to maneuver it in with the change of time and needs. While having a business idea is very important, that doesn't always mean that the idea on itself will be successful. So as an entrepreneur, you need to do your research on the industry you're entering and what's currently in demand. With the shift to online and remote work, it's the right time to outline what challenges the industry you're targeting is facing and how to relieve them efficiently. Like for us, unstable internet connection is one that needs to be addressed. That's why we have digital products which are available on our website. And we also have our YouTube channel that resolves this. Plus, during this time, no, this online training, the full courses that we offer, I do facilitate it in such a way that there is networking among the participants, because we want our online trainings to also be a platform for connections. That's why that way you can gain friends, or you can advertise your company products or services in a different way instead of previously face-to-face. Okay, all right. So I guess that ends my presentation. And we still have ample of time for Q&A. Maybe I could answer one or two. You can write it on the chat box. Any questions? Flashed on the screen is my Facebook page. You can add me if you want. I usually post the class photos in my page. Any questions? Okay, we have people watching from Lanao del Norte. Hi, Jamila. She's watching from Facebook. Penky Viejo is also with us in Facebook. Ana Aquino. Noreen is in Facebook. From Urban Deca Homes, Manila. Okay, we have a question here. Let me read it. From Christine. I am doing business orientation all my customers who wanted to avail our products. We do the business orientation for them to know how they can start their own business. I would like to ask if you do collaboration. Yes, we do. As I've said earlier, Christine, perhaps you can contact me later. I will be flashing my email address. Who else? No questions? Okay, I'll be waiting for maybe a minute or so for questions while I acknowledge the presence of the people here in Zoom. Hello to Andrew, Anna, Aramis, Brian, Christine, Diane, Edward, Esther, Floyd, Jason, Jamar, Jason, Jedidia, Julianne, June Ray, Kerwin, Mackie, Maiv, Marian, Mick, Mylene, Portia, Reynaldo, Ray, Rhea, Sarah, Sunshine, Natalie, Sarah, Sarah May. The other one is Sarah Jane. And there are people from YouTube and Facebook, but I can't see them right now. So thank you for tuning in. Okay, well, I guess there are no more questions. Okay, so moving on for my next slide. Okay, for our next slide here. So thank you, fellow entrepreneurs and soon-to-be business owners, for listening and staying with me this afternoon. Before our photo opportunity here, a Zoom application, I would like to get this time to invite you on October 10th. It's a Saturday. I'll be conducting an online training full course on how to plan and start a business. The objectives of the full course is listed on the screen. Register as soon as possible to get discounted price. This already includes an e-certificate on the face-to-face training before COVID-19. It is actually worth 3,000 pesos per person, but now it is 1,500 on a regular rate. For more details, I believe the team sent you a link on the chat box. Also, if you would want to get an e-certificate for the day, you may contact the admin. For those watching in Facebook and YouTube, the admin will also send the said links there. And if you want to join the photo op, you can transfer to Zoom meeting. I guess the admin also sent the link on the comment section. So for those who want to book a free webinar for your audience, I do accept bookings for 30 minutes to maximum of 1 hour free webinar on topics related to leadership or this type of topic, but I need at least 100 participants for that. Me and my team can help you with the registration and administration. If you are interested, just contact me on the email address provided on the screen. All right. Once again, thank you and have an amazing time for the rest of the day. I will be turning off the screen, the share screen now, and we will end YouTube and Facebook already while I join the people from Zoom for the photo opportunity. For those who are in YouTube and Facebook, we'll see you there. Okay. Okay, I guess you can turn off the screen now, admin. Bye, YouTube and Facebook viewers.